So there's been a bit of a gap between videos, and that's because I'm at an age where it takes me a month to recover from Essen. But I'm back now, so let's have a look at some more banging games. Also, you can always subscribe to the channel and have your name scroll by at the end of the video by going to patreon.com/5G4D. Alright, let's do this. Kramer is an absolutely fantastic designer, and this might be one of his best designs. This is a worker placement game with teeth. Set in Britain during the times of Henry V, you play barons trying to tame England and destroy France. The lawlessness of this age is perfectly encapsulated by the cutthroat system of worker placement. You can place your worker on a space, but if someone stronger comes along, they can kick you out and you have to find somewhere else to go with your pathetic knight. This is a game of efficient design that's also a lot of fun. On top of that, there is a brilliant phase where you decide on new laws for the kingdom, and those laws will dictate your financial earnings and how many points you get. This is a Euro game from the golden age, and it's riotous fun. I suggest you get on it. I've always had a soft spot for Blood Bowl. Invented at the time when Games Workshop was less self-serious and would inject puerile humour into their games. Blood Bowl pricks the pomposity of 40k or Age of Sigmar, and yes, I know Age of Sigmar didn't exist when Blood Bowl was made. This card game, made by Fantasy Flight when it was still good, is a brilliantly entertaining take-that game where every thrust from your opponent will be met by counter-thrust and you'll all end up full of holes. The effects of the cards are swingy and stupidly thematic. The art and writing is fun and rambunctious and has all of the traces of being written by a 13-year-old. This game is hugely solid though and tremendous fun. The expansions just make everything else better, and I'm so glad I own the complete set of it. If you get the chance to play this, you'll think that thinking is for namby-pambies and smacking someone. Well, that's far better. The 4X game is truly the blue ribbon genre in the hobby. They have that wonderful flow of going from weak to strong and potentially back to weak again. They do have the problem of being sprawling and overlong though, not with Eclipse. This is not a short game, but it's beautifully designed and calibrated to give the players an arc, but not bog them down in pointlessly strung out actions like some other Space 4X games. This is beautiful and efficient and only takes as much time as it needs. That's not to say that this game is slight. It's every bit as epic as other 4X games. The individual races are varied and engaging, but there's just no fat here. Just amazing action and satisfying conclusions all over the place. If you want a Space 4X, play Eclipse. It's the best one there is. Theme in games comes from the mechanisms. Not some fancy art and some shitty writing. It's what you do that makes theme emerge, and Tammany Hall makes you do unspeakable things, and that's what makes the game brilliant. Set in the gangs of New York period, when politics was done at the end of a club rather than at the end of a lawyer's pen, players are trying to woo the various immigrant groups coming into New York for power. You will make deals and renege on them. You will openly stab players and feel good about it. Also, players will become mayor of the city from year to year and have to give out offices to their opponents. distance, and any slip up here will find your party machine with a rusty spanner stuck in the carburettor. Tammany Hall is blood and guts and meanness, and I love it. One of the most thematic games around. Vlaada Chvátil is probably the best living game designer. This is partly because he can design games of any weight, in any genre, and they will be brilliant. Galaxy Trucker is not an exception. A real-time game in which you're building shitty spacecraft to try and deliver stuff and make money. The joy in this game comes from the resolution phase when you realise you haven't put enough oxygen pods in your ship and your crew die on the first day. This is just such a funny game, but it's no mere lol. There is a real game here and real skill. I love games that are mean, and Galaxy Trucker is delightfully mean. Vlaada Chvátil is a genius, and this is one of his best. This is the game that fixes Werewolf. It is played in a fraction of the time, has all of the suspense and suspicion, and there is no player elimination, so the players play for the full 45 minutes. This is one of the best designed games of this century because it's just so lean and gets to the action straight away. There are not drawn out periods of people closing their eyes, just a brief minute at the beginning, and then the rest of the time is spent trying to weed out the baddies. There is no social deduction game better than The Resistance. I prefer Avalon as it introduces characters and jettisons some of the fiddliness in the original title. This is what game design should be. No flaws, just razor-sharp fun. A masterpiece. The joy in a small card game is manifold. They evoke delicious nostalgia, they are often crystalline design with no monstrous carbuncles. They are pure ludological brilliance. Pray Another Day is so simple. You want to score points but not get eaten, but if you choose the card that yields more points, well, you run a higher risk of being eaten. Mostly though, this is a game of reading people, trying to climb into their heads and divine their intentions. It's all think and double think, true interaction. It is a game that is so simple that the rules melt away and you're left trying to work out how well you know that bastard on the other side of the table. The art is cute, but the gameplay is vicious. Get this one. It's cheap and brilliant. The Splotter guys hold a weird place in the canon of board games. They stand outside of the conventional ideas of industry participation, of design ethos, and they're resolutely amateur, and yet they make some of the most challenging and brilliant designs out there. Their voice is perfectly unique, and their games are hard to categorise. They aren't really Euros, but they certainly aren't Ameritrash. They are simply Splotter. Food Chain Magnet is brilliant. You build an organogram and try to leverage the people you've hired to sell the most trash on the streets of 50s America. The delivery system is a work of engineering brilliance too, and it offers players a flawless challenge. This is their most commercial game, but it remains defiantly Splotter, and I love it for that. Another Vlaada Chvátil game. This time he takes on worker placement and wins. This is a game that feels still so fresh and is a brain burner in the best ways. It also brims with charm and wit. There are many phases to this one, but they all work seamlessly together, and the game emerges burnished from all of its brilliant and disparate components. Taking care of the pets you get, though, is brilliant. Having to calculate their needs and ensure you get the right stuff to fulfill them is such a knotty problem to unravel. This game is simply so satisfying and is light and irretrievably heavy at the same time. This was my first Vlaada Chvátil love, and my heart still beats for it today. perfect light Eurogame. It is breezy and beautiful, and as we mutually paint the roof of the Sistine Chapel, we all get to feel that we've participated in a job well done. This is not co-op though, and there are lots of decisions to be made to be the best artist. The wake-up mechanic is brilliant. Make your apprentices get up early and you'll get your choice of paints. Do it too much though, and they will get grumpy, work less hard, and potentially leave your service. The mixing of the paints and unveiling the roof is just such a joy. Also, the small modules had tiny but delicious ornamentation to an already brilliant game. This is a light Euro, but a truly exquisite one. Play Fresco if you get the chance. So, thank you for watching. You can like the video if you liked the video, and you can sub and all of that shit. You can join the best Discord in gaming by following the link below, and if you want to help these videos get made, you can be like these lovely people and back my Patreon. Right, I'm off to thank whoever made DaVinci Resolve have native processing of WebP files. If you know, God damn it, you know.